In this video, I'm going to give you advice that is so specific that I've never heard anybody else talk about it. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you will know exactly why you have a scrolling addiction and what you can do to stop it. Now, a little about me first. I used to scroll for 8 to 12 hours a day. And the thing is, I tried my best to stop, but the problem with trying to stop scrolling by itself is that scrolling isn't the problem. Like, you might think that, the fact that you scroll for 8 hours a day on YouTube Shorts or Instagram, that actually isn't the problem. The thing is, scrolling is a symptom of the problem. And the problem is that your life sucks. And at first, this video was just going to go overall how to improve your life. But I realized that it's not that simple, because it's easy to say, work out, have a big goal to chase, all that's great and all. But I looked back at my own life, at my own journey in ending my scrolling addiction, and I realized the biggest improvement that I have ever gotten when it comes to ending my scrolling addiction was when I felt connection, like connection from another human being. Because I realized back when I was super struggling, every day I was going through a rut, I was super struggling, I felt lonely. I felt lonely every single day. And so it's no wonder that I turned to things like scrolling and video games, because they're a form of escapism. It's no wonder why you scroll. It's escapism. And just like in the name, you're using it for a reason. You are escaping your life by trying to stimulate yourself. By going through all these reels and shorts, you're trying to distract yourself from the fact that you're lonely. You have no connection. Or maybe you do have some kind of connection, but it's not enough. And that's what I felt like for the longest time. I tried out all these tactics, strategies. I'd watch YouTube videos, but some of them helped, but most of them didn't. It was just a waste of time. But I remember vividly the biggest progress that I've ever made when it came to my scrolling addiction was when I started talking to more people, when I started socializing more, when I started getting into a friend group. That's when my life skyrocketed. Genuinely, right now I'm in the happiest period of my life. And it started about a year ago, just because I started to actually talk to people. Isn't that crazy? Just the simple fact of talking to another person, feeling connection, was enough to make me quit my addiction that I had built up for 6 years at that point. I started scrolling when I was 7 years old. I was an iPad kid. I genuinely had access to the internet ever since I was in the first grade or something. And yet, I was able to get out of that through connection. So how do we synthesize this? How do I help you today? You can do something today to help you out. How can you do that? You can look at an activity, or you can even just go outside and socialize with people. I'm not even playing with you. Even talking to strangers, just saying, hi, what's up? That's enough. Literally just having the gaze of another human being is enough for you to feel just a bit of connection. Obviously, the deeper the friendship, the better, right? If it's just a complete stranger, it's whatever. But what really helped me, the two biggest ones I can tell you right now, is talking to random people, socializing, which is how I started to get friends. And number two was that I started to go to a gym, which is an activity that I liked. I like working out. And that also had people who had the same hobby as me. So there's two different ways you can do this. The first one, I set a challenge for myself that I would meet one new person a day. And by meeting, I meant we would exchange names. Hey, your name is Mike. I'm Anthony. Nice to meet you. Or you could go the second route, which is that you have a hobby or an interest that you have, because everybody has at least one interest, right? You take that and you join a group surrounding that, and through there you'll find and you'll talk to people automatically, right? only when I implemented both of those, like even just one of them would help you, but when I implemented both, that's when my life skyrocketed. The quality of my life improved, my overall mood improved, and so automatically, without even thinking about it, I scrolled less. Automatically, just without even doing something specific or implementing something, just talking to people was enough for me to reduce it massively. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I still get urges and I still sometimes succumb to those urges to scroll. But on those days where I'm socializing, where I'm feeling good, I'm talking to people, I feel like I don't have any urges. Or if I do, it feels so small to the point where I can just ignore them completely. And that's the point where I want to get you to. So please, for the love of everything, just socialize. And again, the two routes that I did it, either through a group or hobby that you have with people, or random people. Just meet up and talk to people. Just hi, as simple as just say hi. And I promise you, from then on, you will feel much better. And by the way, if you want me to personally help you with your scrolling addiction, I can help you. So again, socializing is extremely important, but having a coach or like a mentor is honestly just as important. I wish I had one when I was on my journey, and unfortunately, I just didn't have anyone there. But I can be that fill-in for you. I can help you end your scrolling addiction, or at least reduce it by 4 hours in 21 days, because I'm running a 21-day scrolling detox. And if you want to be part of the very first group of people who joins, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. Check it out.